All right, let's talk about a very important application called Files Only. So if you're at the RunDiffusion website, app.rundiffusion.com, that gives you access to all of our open source applications that we're hosting. Everything from Automatic 1111 to Koya to Comfy and Files Only. Files Only, you might not be familiar with that because that's one of our internal tools that we use. Now, this is a file browser only. It allows you to access your files without the cost of running an AI application. This is free if you're a Creators Club member. If you're not a Creators Club member, it will cost you looks like about 9 cents an hour. So very, very affordable. Let's go over that one more time, how to access it. Just on the left-hand side, scroll down to where it says Files Only, give it a click. Then from the file browser only, click Select. That'll bring you to the launch screen. On the launch screen here, where you set up your session, you don't need to change anything. And if it's your first time accessing it, you'll get a pop-up and you just kind of click Next a few times until you get to the launch screen, okay? From here, all you need to do is click Launch. And then wait a few moments because it will take a little bit to fire up that CPU. And from there, I will give you the rest of the tutorial. So let's go ahead and fast forward to that. All right, so we have now successfully launched the application Files Only. And I want to give you a little basic rundown. Your view will not be quite the same as this. I have some extra folders here, but this will be the starter view for you as a user, okay? Let's go over some of the features of Files Only and the most important folders. So first things first, you can click My Files, which will bring you to the base directory. So on your screen, it should bring you to here. If you click this, it'll bring you to this base view. New folder. This allows you to create new folders. Hello, and create. Now we have a new folder titled Hello. New file allows you to create new files. So you can create this is a fake file .text. And now you have yourself a fake file .text. And you could then, of course, this is actually functions as just a text file because we made it a text file. You could create your prompts here and then pull it over with Comfy UI in advance. I do that all the time. But that's how you can do it. So that makes a new file. This makes a new folder. Now let's go over a couple of the other commands over here. We have a rename here. We can rename this prompt file .text. There we go. It renames it just like that. And also rename your folders. Then we have a copy function where you could click on this and let's go ahead and make another copy of it. We'll keep it in the same folder just for now. There we go. And in addition, we have a move feature as well. Let's go ahead and make a new folder here. We'll title it Goodbye. All right. And let's say we wanted to move a file from our hello to our goodbye. We just go back to our hello folder, click on the copy we want to move, and we can move that over. There's our goodbye. Double click on it, and we can move it over. Very simple. It just works just very similarly. Oh, cancel. I double clicked the wrong one. Sorry. Sorry about the warning there. You can also, you don't have to copy first and then move it. You can just move it. So for example, if I want to put this back in the hello folder, we can just click on that, click on our hello folder, and click move. There we go. Or we can copy it over, just doing it one more time. This brings you back up to the root, the directory above it. And we're in the hello directory, so let's go to the goodbye directory again, and we make a copy over there. So now we have a direct copy. This might be useful if you're doing something with images where you want to do some batch images and things like that. It could come in handy. So just be aware that the feature's there. You may never use it. Now, Next is going to be our delete function, right? So I don't really need all these files that I just made for you. So let's just go ahead and click on that, and we can click delete, and again, delete. Now, something to keep in mind, once you delete it, it's gone. No amount of support tickets or help tickets or support on the Discord or anything you ask, I can't bring it back for you, okay? So please be careful. Please make sure you back up your things first. So let me show you how to do that. If you're going to need this file later, but you're running out of space, for example, let's say it's pretty big, you might want to download it first. So you just click on this little button right here. This will give you a download, and boom, done. Now it's downloaded. Now I can delete it safely. In addition, if you want to download more than one at a time, you can use this tool here, this selector tool here. You can click on that, and you can click on two. Now you have two selected. Let's go ahead and download them together, and you can put them into a zip file. There we go, and that'll download. All right. So now that those are downloaded, I don't need them anymore. I'm safe to delete them, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to click on the delete key here, delete icon here, and then delete, and they're gone. Okay, so those are the basic things here. There's a couple of commands here we haven't talked about though, and there's this toggle shell here. This, if you click it on or off, it toggles it on and off. What this can be used for is to download things in a faster way, and we have an entire tutorial about uploading files to RunDiffusion, but it will use this feature where you're going to type, the commands in here, like G down, fuzzy, and then add a link, and that should download it from a Google Drive link. But I'm not going to go in detail on that because there's a whole tutorial on it. I am just showing you that it's here, okay? Here is your switch view tool, so you can switch through multiple views. This is the one I prefer, but if this is more comfortable for your eyes or just your taste, it's right here. Okay, that's the download key we just talked about. Here's the upload. It's the opposite. To get it from your hard drive, you want to upload a file or upload a folder, you can do it here. I don't normally use this. What I normally do is I just have a folder that I want to bring things to. For example, let's go ahead and say goodbye again. You can just drag and drop, okay? So off your hard drive, select the files and drag them over and drop them here and it will upload them. So you don't have to use this feature, okay? Those are the basic commands, basic layout here. Now let's talk about the important folders, okay? Let's delete this one out of here real quick. We don't need that. I show you what's to delete. Yes, I am. Okay, so we have a custom folder, we've got an image folder, we have logs, we have models. These are the four most important folders that you'll use the most. So let's talk about custom first, just because it's on top right now. Every application that I launch that needs a configuration file will create a custom folder here. And let's just open up one of these real quick. Comfy also has the configuration files, but it also has your workflows. So if you had a custom workflow save, it would save them here. I recommend if you come up with a really cool workflow, don't just save it here. Export it to your hard drive. Because if there's a glitch or an error and you have to reset this folder, you have to delete the folder. So you don't want to lose anything. So make sure that whatever workflows you're working in that you really love, you have them saved on your hard drive as well, okay? Don't save them only in the cloud. And they don't take up a lot of, they're very small. So just save it to your hard drive as a backup or a Google Drive or something, just to be safe. If you ever need to reset your configuration files, you do it here where you can just delete this folder, and the next time you launch Comfy, it'll give you a new one. Again, I won't go into detail on that because we have an entire tutorial for just doing that. And let's keep focused here. So that's where you would do that. Let's go back. This is your image folder. All your images and audio files will be saved here. I know it says images, but we do have Audio Lab. Audio Lab also saves into this folder. So you see images, Audio Lab here. But Automatic 1111, Comfy, and so on and so forth will save here, okay, for your images. Let's just open one of them. Okay, here's one from Comfy that I did. Yeah, it's an eye that I was doing a recoloring workflow. I was testing it out and making a black and white to color, and it saved the image here. I could then download that if I loved it and wanted to keep it, or if I didn't like it, I could always also delete it here. Okay. And you don't have to go image by image. You can click on the folder and just download it. And then when you're double check on your hard drive that you have all your images. And then once you have it all and you're sure you have it, you could then just delete the whole folder. But make sure you have it and you verified you have it before you delete it. Because like I said, once it's deleted, I can't get it back for you. All right, let's go over to the logs folder real quick. Logs are very important if you're ever going to do any LoRa training in Koya and you want to look at the logs. Also, if you're having some support issues, if you're getting some weird errors, it's always very helpful when you open a support ticket to also send me the log file. And it'll show you your last session. See that this log was from a day ago, for example. And let's just open it up so you can see what it looks like real quick. Let me just double click over here. And you can see it's a text file. It looks very much like a text file, and it has all the little processes that are occurring. Now, what's this one from? Oh, yes, a user was having an error in their Comfy workflow. So they sent me the workflow, and I went through and I was searching for where the error was, and that way I could help them. So that's what you can do for me as well. You can always send me your logs, and I can then piece through them and try to figure out what's going on. All right. And our last folder that we really want to talk about is going to be our models folder, okay? There's a lot in here. You don't need to know it all. I'm just showing you it's here because you may need it in the future. For example, if you want to upload a checkpoint, you're going to want to go through your checkpoints. And if you want to upload a LoRa, there's also a LoRa folder here. And I have an entire workflow, an entire guide and tutorial on how to do that. So we won't go into crazy detail. Just know that it is in your models folder. All this stuff in here, though, that you haven't uploaded that's already here when you launch, they do not count against your shared storage, okay? I'm sorry, they do not count against your storage because they're part of this shared storage. So shared storage does not count against you. You're welcome to leave it there. It's not going to hurt anything. If you delete it on accident or on purpose, the next time you launch a session, it will be uploaded. So it will be recreated. So let's say you go in and you have tons of checkpoints here, okay? And your storage is filling up. You know, you've got you're a pay-as-you-go user, you only have 10 gigabytes, so maybe it filled up really quick, or you're a creators club and you've been working for months and it's finally filling up. Well, then you can just go here if you want and delete the whole folder, and it will delete every checkpoint that's in there. And then when you relaunch, you'll only have your shared checkpoints. Just as a matter of counsel, I think it's important that if you're no longer using a checkpoint regularly or a LoRa regularly, just go ahead and clear it out so that you don't run out of storage. That way you keep your storage nice and clean and you never have any issues with that. If your storage is getting full though, it's going to show you in the top right over here. You click on your account menu. It'll show you what storage you have left. So those are the basics, guys, of files only. I hope that this was helpful to give you just a quick and dirty overview. Don't be afraid of deleting anything that is shared again. Just as a quick recap, anything you accidentally delete here will be recreated when you launch a session. If it is your file that you've uploaded, if you delete it, it's gone forever. So just keep those two little rules in mind, and you should be good. If you have any questions for me that are just normal questions, please ask them on the Discord. If you have some technical support questions, go ahead and open up a support ticket and I will try to take care of you there. Okay, have a great day, guys.